Sir, this another relevant issue of the region, and you mentioned they talk about trade. So, relatedly, did the two presidents discuss about the South China Sea or West Philippine Sea, which is very vital in the passage of trade within the region?
It wasn't discussed in the bilateral, however, it was brought up in the ASEAN-US dialogue, and specifically, ASEAN reiterated that it would want a peaceful solution to the West Philippine Sea issue, that they would want a code of conduct to be concluded at the latest. And of course, in the ASEAN-US dialogue, North Korea was also discussed. They want to de-escalate the tension, and they want all parties to resort to diplomatic talks and negotiations as a means of resolving the conflict.
Sir, last point. The President Duterte yesterday mentioned that he wants the South China Sea issue untouched. What does he mean? That this would be his position as the President of the Republic or as Chairman of the ASEAN?
The party who brought up the West Philippine Sea or the South China Sea issue was the Prime Minister of Malaysia, because the Prime Minister of Malaysia was asked to deliver the common statement of ASEAN in the presence of the U.S. President.
Apparently, the ASEAN group is they are afraid that the situation is not very stable now in terms of security. Why are they afraid? Is because of the militarization in the area by China, or?
Well, I can confirm that in the bilateral between the Chinese president and the Philippine president, the issue of militarizing the South China Sea was brought up. China responded by assuring that they are not ready to go to war with anyone, and the Philippine president also clarified that it is not to the Philippine interest to resort to the use of force as well. No? China assured the Philippine president that they will not resort to the use of military force and that they will not block freedom of navigation in the South China Sea. Now, I do not know if it is true that ASEAN fears militarization, and that is why they want a code of conduct to be adopted. They're just trying to avoid mistaken responses to actions. That's why they want to achieve some sort of predictability by adopting the code of conduct.